Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best 6 brawlers inside of Brawl Stars right now. So literally the Brawl Pass dropped like a day ago. The update dropped about a week ago, so we've had enough time to kind of see what's really strong in the meta. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the crate code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, jumping into the 6th best brawler in the game right now, we have Byron. So I feel like Byron is just hanging on the edge of the top 6 brawlers because he's still really strong, but the nerf to his supercharge really did hurt him. So he's being used a little bit less whenever I'm watching scrims or whenever I'm seeing competitive or power league. Right now he's been used a little bit less, and that's just because you can't cycle his super within 3 hits. Before, he was just so OP because you could just get your super every like 2 seconds. It was just absolutely insane how quickly you could cycle. But yeah, Byron's still going to be pretty insane and going to synergize with so many different brawlers. That's why he's still at least going to be like a top 10 brawler in the meta no matter what, because of how strong he is. Pretty much going into everything, you can always feel safe going at Byron no matter what game mode or map you really go. If you're really unsure on what to go, you can just pick Byron. So yeah, Byron, it's just mechanics as well, just so strong, so easy to connect your shots over and over again. Looks like we've got this pet running towards us. It's going to be a bit of a pain, considering we only do a little bit of tick damage. And also his gadget is extremely underrated, the 3-shot one, especially when you're looking to scout some grass. You can get some good damage with that. So we're going to throw the super onto the Tara. Should be able to get the Tara down. Okay, BB somehow misses the shots onto her, but with our damage gear we should be able to heal her up for more than we would normally. Em's going to get clipped by that Colt. And yeah, let me know what you think of the new brawler Jeanette, by the way, because Jeanette feels really fun to play, but as time has gone on, I'm not really liking playing her so much. It just feels so awkward shooting backwards. But yeah, let me know what your experience is of Jeanette so far. So we should be able to get the... Okay, no, M's going to somehow survive. We're getting clipped by this Colt. The Tara pet is the bane of our existence with Byron because we can't really do good immediate damage. And good thing about Byron now as well is before it kind of seemed uncounterable. Like there's a few counters, like sometimes aggro was really good against him, but now aggro is definitely going to be a strong counter to him because he isn't able to cycle his super as quickly as before. And that's one of the main reasons why he could somehow still kind of get like a trade-off against some of the aggro brawlers. But now it's a little bit easier to take him down because he just doesn't cycle it as quickly as before. So we've got a lot of damage to try and make back here. I don't think we're going to have enough time to make that damage back. We're going to splash the Tara. We might have a little bit of a chance to make a comeback if this Colt stays alive in time. And it looks like we somehow managed to win the game there. So that's going to be the 6th best. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, jumping into the 5th best brawler inside of the game right now, we have Crow. So it might be a little bit of a surprise to you guys because Crow not really been around the top 6 for a little while now, but I feel like Crow is incredibly underrated by a lot of different people. But when it comes to competitive, Crow is used so much. He's so strong. There's a couple of reasons why he's so strong. So the main one is going to be his gadget. His gadget is incredibly broken, one of the best gadgets inside of the game. And if you get your poison onto multiple enemies, you're going to be able to get multiple takedowns if you and your teammates can combine and get those kills. It's just absolutely insane the amount of pressure and control you can get with this gadget. Of course, you just got the scouting capabilities with the poison. You've also got his jump, which most of the time can help finish off the enemies, especially squishy brawlers or brawlers that don't have a lot of DPS. Just so many good things about Crow right now. He's being used as a mid. He's being used as a lane on like really closed off maps, which you normally wouldn't really see with a Crow. Normally Crow kind of thrives in a longer range setting, but even on maps like Pinel Punt, for example, where there's quite a few walls around the lanes, you can even get away with playing Crow there. But yeah, he's used so much. One of the most used brawlers inside of competitive right now, inside of scrims. And one also reason as well why I feel like he's actually increased in viability is because of Spike's nerf to his gadget. So one big counter to Crow beforehand was just Spike's gadget. You could just plant that cactus down and it would take Crow forever to take it down. And now it's been literally nerfed by half, which is going to be a big buff to Crow. You're going to see him obviously not get countered as hard to one of the most meta brawlers in Spike. That's why you're seeing Crow thrive a little bit more. So we're going to be able to probably get a double slow off here. Luckily, we've got that slow on the Crow still. I don't think we're going to be able to take both of them down in time. If I was you guys, I'd be using the speed and damage gear with Crow. That combination is just absolutely deadly. And again, another reason why Crow is so good is because on these bushy maps, the speed gear with Crow is just absolutely insane. You're able to weave in and out so easily with Crow. Unfortunately, I've just got the worst randoms in the world on this map, you know, using brawlers that aren't the greatest, so I can't really show off how good he is. And penalty kick is out with Ruffs, so Crow obviously isn't going to be the complete best on that map. So yeah, Crow going to be like the 5th best brawler inside of the game right now. Inside of Power League, he's so strong. You definitely got to try him out even more so. Let's hop into number 4. All right, guys, so jumping into the 4th best brawler in the game right now, we have Eve. So Eve, still incredibly strong even since multiple nerfs. She's still one of the best brawlers inside of the game. You can easily tell by just playing Power League yourself. Eve is pretty much banned every single time, and she's incredibly strong. If you're thinking about counters to Eve, there are a few brawlers in the meta that can kind of counter her now, the likes of Max, for example, because of how hard, well, not how hard it is, because of her kind of shot speed has been decreased a little bit. Max is really speedy, so Max can counter Eve okay. If you guys were wondering, I'll just letting you know, just because it's one of the newer counters to Eve. But overall, Eve's still incredibly strong and basically just good in every single game mode. You can play her as a lane, you can play her as a mid. Her star power is just completely broken. Her super, being able to recharge it so quick, is just incredibly strong. Just everything about Eve is still really OP, and she needs another nerf. It's just crazy to say after all of these nerfs, she's still one of the best brawlers inside of the game. I might be overrating it a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe in like a week's time, she'll find even more counters, but I just think being able to just spawn these hatchlings, or whatever they're called, literally all of the time, just with your gadget, with your super, with your star power, it's just insane. The amount of ammo you have to waste against an Eve is just crazy. And Eve is actually an alright counter to the brawlers like Surge, who are really strong in the meta, because they have to keep wasting their ammo on these hatchlings. You can just see the enemies are getting so annoyed because all my star powers are just constantly landing on them. They're having to waste an ammo on them, and here comes the super as well. I'm just charging my super over and over again. It's just absolutely crazy the amount of hatchlings on the field right now. We're going to use our gadget as well. We're going to be able to get the hatchling from the bull from respawning, which is absolutely broken as well. And Eve's just incredibly strong right now. So that's going to be the 4th best. Let's hop into number 3. All right, guys, so jumping into the 3rd best brawler in the current meta, we have Ruffs. So Ruffs still absolutely insane. Still being slept on by some people. Don't actually see him being picked in Power League too often whenever I've played it this season, but he's so strong. The best thing about him has to be his versatility with his sandbags gadget, just being able to take on pretty much any single matchup, and also being able to break open walls with your super. Again, the gadget's going to waste so much ammo with the enemies. One of the best gadgets inside of a game, and just everything about him is incredibly OP right now. Definitely one of the strongest brawlers inside of the current meta. So we're able to get this upgrade on the Ruffs, and he just deals so much damage. I was really surprised Ruffs didn't get any sort of nerfs with the last set of balance changes. Maybe people, again, at the lower end didn't realize how strong Ruffs is, but being able to cycle his super so quick as well, it's just insane. And especially if you get all of your teammates with that upgrade, it's going to be really hard for the enemies to really do anything. So we're going to be able to charge our super again. I'm hoping our teammates are able to pick up that other upgrade. If not, I'm just going to use that to break open the wall and kill the Leon as well. 2.8k damage with that super is kind of crazy. I didn't realize how much damage you can actually do. It basically removes half the health of so many different brawlers inside of the game right now. So we should be able to cycle our super again. I'm hoping Bo can pick up this time. That's going to be the whole team on the upgrades, and by the time one of us dies, I'll probably have another upgrade to cycle by then. So it looks like Leon is pretty weak here. We're getting close to our super. We can definitely make a good play with it if needed. I'm going to pass this over to the Surge, and that should be a goal. Okay, no, he goes for a trick shot. And even brawlers like Mortis, it's going to be a little bit rough for them to go into a Ruffs, just because of how much damage I can do. I can literally 3-shot them, or if I have my super, I can probably 1-shot them and then super them, and they're dead. So you've got to be really careful going into a Ruff nowadays. So yeah, hopefully Surge gets that upgrade. Okay, no, yeah, he's going to get it eventually. We're going to give this next one to the Bow. He's just going to be running into him. I don't know who he thinks he is. There's just no way he's going to run into all of these guys and get a kill. Unfortunately, Fang does run into us. I was trying to get the kill on him with my super, but looks like we're probably going to reach to overtime here. I don't know how we haven't scored yet. We've literally been spawn trapping them over and over again. Fang going to super in. We're going to give the upgrade to our Surge, and Surge should just pop off from now on. The amount of damage that he can do with that upgrade is just absolutely insane. So that's going to be the third best brawler in the game. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, so jumping into the second best brawler inside of the game right now. Somehow it is Squeak. So he's literally gone from the worst brawler inside of the game to pretty much the best brawler in the game right now. He's literally banned all of the time when it comes to Power League competitive. He's literally banned all of the time. This gadget is insanely broken. Not only does it reveal opponents for 20 seconds, but it also slows them for 20 seconds, which is just crazy. The amount of control you can have, you got to think about it. That's like a minute of the game where enemies just literally can't walk into that slow, else they're pretty much dead. It allows you to cycle your super a lot quicker. That's one thing about Squeak, is that sometimes he often struggled to get his first super, but now it's just so easy to cycle over and over again. So that's going to be the kill onto B right there. I should know she's going to be one shot. Somehow she gets me down, but at least we got the re-kill right there. But if you guys actually doubting me whatsoever about how strong Squeak is, again, just go into Power League. You should be seeing Squeak being banned pretty much every single time because of how strong this gadget is. So I've got to be sure that there's going to be a nerf to this gadget pretty soon. It's just way too broken. A brawler shouldn't be good because of its gadget. Like, it's just absolutely insane how strong this is right now. So I'm going to pop another gadget in the bush right here so we can hopefully get the kill onto Squeak. You can also put out 2 gadgets in a row, which is insane. You've seen right there, I got the kill onto Squeak, I got the kill onto Piper just because of my gadgets, and they just stay for so long. Also, I think you actually get slowed outside of that radius. So not only is it like a small, well, it looks like a small radius, it's actually much larger than you think, and it's so hard to get out of that slow. So for me, it's going to get nerfed to probably like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, because having a slow for 20 seconds is just insane. You kind of got to compare it to Crow, where his slow lasts 5 seconds and that feels like forever. You know, 20 seconds, that's just too much control. So unfortunately, kind of getting wrecked right here. Not really showing Squeak's full potential, but especially on maps like Kaboom Canyon, what I'm playing right now, it has those free choke points and you can just get insane value out of it. So now we've got the control right here, and the insane thing as well is that I'm even seeing Squeak being played on bounty, like maps like Dry Season. Like Squeak, I never thought I'd see the day where he's being played on maps like that. So I'm hoping we can clutch up in time and get enough damage. It's all down to this Colt because he's the main damage dealer. Looks like we're going to catch up in damage just in time, and that's going to be the second best brawler in the game. Let's hop into number 1. Alright guys, jumping into the best brawler inside of the game right now, we have none other than Surge. So Surge is insanely broken right now. Literally inside of every single Power League game, he's pretty much banned, and if he's not banned, he's carrying the team on his back literally all of the time. His first gadget is insane. Being able to get to that 3rd level straight away is just crazy. You're able to cycle so easily. You can just jump onto pretty much anyone and cycle your super so much. So talking about like nerfs, I know like it's only been a week since the update, but I just think it's a bit too broken. So if I was to nerf Surge in any way, it'd have to be his super. So the fact that you can just knock the enemies back, also get your super back 2 hits after it, is just a little bit too strong. I feel like one of the 2 things needs to be nerfed. So either it needs to not charge your super at all when you hit someone with your super, or it needs to not knock them back. I feel like we're going to keep the knockback ability, because that's just one of the good things about Surge, right? Being able to knock like the ball out of the opponent's hands with that super. It's always been such a cool thing about Surge. So I think they'll go the route of actually not making it recharge your super. So just being able to charge your super literally 2 more shots after that super is just insane. So I've said the word super like a million times, but you get what I mean. It's just insane how you can charge up every literally, you can fly in the sky every 2 seconds. It's just crazy how good Surge is right now. Definitely try it out if you haven't already. He's all over Power League right now. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think are the best 6 brawlers in the game. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.